Hello, Peter.
What's up, guys? It's Miles, and a couple days ago I watched Spider-Man No Way Home in IMAX theaters, and one thing that just blew me away is how well they managed to pull off the final battle with all three Spider-Man swinging together, taking on the Furious Five. Honestly, just phenomenal, and I knew right away when I walked out of that theater that I had to replicate it in Lego. So I present to you guys my representation of the Spider-Man No Way Home final battle. So the first thing I kind of want to take a look at is the base of the build here. So basically what I did is just use various techniques such as studs on the side and some other various techniques, slopes, and other things just to make this look like it is elevated above water, which is something I took out of this with this through the Statue of Liberty kind of being on the water. I just want to clarify as well that this is not 100% accurate, as I'm sure you already know if you've seen the movie. So right here we have where Sandman is. You can see I kind of used the scaffolding similar to they had around the Statue of Liberty building the Captain America add-on to it. So you can see I used some various plating similar to my Mandalorian mock to pull off that really authentic sand look. You can see it's draping down onto the sidewalk off the scaffolding. I think this turned out rather well. And you can see we got Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man over here taking on the Lizard, which you can see that half the Lizard's serum is already working and he's already turning back into Dr. Connors, which I think turned out rather well. Now that we're down here, let's take a look at the rest of the sidewalk. I used mainly 2x4 light gray tiles, but used other tiles here and there to add some studs. And of course, I have Bully Maguire, a custom Bully Maguire minifigure. How could I not include him in this mock, regardless of how canon he is to the film? And yeah, let's move right on. So right above Sandman, if you just sort of head on up, you can see Electro here, Jamie Foxx Electro. I think my minifigure for him turned out quite well. And yeah, if you want a video about how I made a lot of these custom minifigures, because most, if not, pretty much every single minifigure is custom. So if you want a video on that, 10 likes would be appreciated. So you can see we kind of just used some transparent green to represent the electricity, since I didn't really have too many yellow transparent pieces, and I really wanted to have that chain, which I happen to have in that lime green. Over here we have Green Goblin's glider. As you can see, I made one wing in kind of that electric color, kind of signifying that it got caught up in Electro's sort of electric fluid there, which I think turned out quite well. And I think the glider as well just turned out quite well. Now, if we follow this chain, we get up to kind of the centerpiece of the build, where we have Tom Holland Spider-Man racing Green Goblin for that cube that you either basically want to take yourself home, or you inevitably kind of want to destroy it if you're a Green Goblin. We all know how that went in the film, if you've watched it. And you can see behind Peter and Green Goblin, there's a pumpkin bomb about to go off, which is why I have that frightened face on Peter, which I think looks quite well and definitely captures how Peter was feeling during this fight. So right below the scaffolding with Green Goblin and Tom Holland Spider-Man, we have Andrew Garfield Spider-Man taking on Doc Ock. Now I know that this technically wouldn't make sense as Doc Ock was kind of on the Spider-Man side in the film, but I thought it kind of would look out of place just having Doc Ock standing there not fighting anyone. And I think that he's a really cool minifigure to pose in a fighting stance, so I definitely decided to go ahead and do that. And you can see Andrew Garfield kind of almost like he's about to fall over, caught himself with a web, and I decided to give Green Goblin this, or not Green Goblin, Doc Ock rather, this like, you know, electricity. And these arms, by the way, are custom made, and if you want a tutorial on that, 10 likes, as I have said previously. So this main building here is obviously not the Statue of Liberty, if you did not already catch on. This is actually the Daily Bugle. Now, I did try to order the actual Statue of Liberty set to place here, but it was $120 for one and for two. It's Christmas time. All that sets are going to be sold out in all retail stores. So I ended up, instead of building a Statue of Liberty, building a Daily Bugle, because I thought that kind of would be fun, and Jameson would not be happy to have 3 Spider-Men swinging over his building fighting off 5 villains. So I thought that definitely made sense. So yeah, that is that. So as far as interiors go for the first floor of the Daily Bugle, it's basically just a couple things on the wall on a red carpet. There's no other interior in the first floor because I didn't really feel like wasting bricks, which I feel like is understandable. So on the second floor here, we have J. Jonah's office. As you can see, he's just got stacks of money. I thought that would kind of be a fun inclusion. And you can see I kind of made this nice glass across the front just so that you can see into it and see just how furious Jameson is about what's going down. And you can see he's got his, I know it doesn't say Daily Bugle, it says the Lego News. I obviously don't own the Daily Bugle set, so I don't have those exclusive prints. But, you know, it still does the job. He's got his leather office chair. And we have our Furious J. Jonah Jameson custom minifigure. And then, of course, we have Ned in his portal, because obviously in the film, Ned developed the ability to create portals, which I definitely think was really cool in the movie, to give Ned a bit more spotlight, other than just the traditional guy in the chair. So that is going to wrap it up for today's custom build. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 200 subscribers, and I would really love to hit it within the next month or two. That would be amazing. And this is definitely has to be my favorite Spider-Man No Way Home build that I have built. And if you guys want to see some of the other ones, definitely check out my Spider-Man No Way Home playlist. And yeah, with that being said, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Remember, 10 likes and I'll do a tutorial on every single custom minifigure in this, including that custom painted Peter Parker Tom Holland minifigure at the top. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to start working on a review of the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, because that movie was amazing. So yeah, see you guys later. Peace.